For the book.
For your book. So your book is an award-winning book.
Yes.
Oh wow! I'll edit my thing to put it there. That it's award-winning. I didn't put. Yeah. So you are on Facebook Live.
Okay.
All
right. Okay. Are we on already?
Yeah, we are. Your chair must be the way it was.
Oh, okay.
Please sit.
All right.
I just want to adjust.
Okay. You want me to hold the book?
No, it's.
Okay.
I will hold it. My
You will
book
hold.
is
Okay.
in my store.
No problem. No problem.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Profound Books. We're having a conversation this afternoon with award-winning author Shereen Mkhombo on the book titled The Workplace Under the Magnifying Glass. So Shereen walked into the store today, apparently because she was in the neighborhood. So I just hijacked her and said we should do a live and talk to you so you get to know the author very well. Yes. We are very fortunate. She's based in the Val. I almost said the Val Triangle. She's based in the Val.
Yes.
You know, which is still, is it within Gauteng?
It is.
Yeah, within Gauteng.
Yes.
But it's quite far away. So, oh my God, did I have my video on? Anyway, fine, I'll leave it on. So Shereen, tell me more. What motivated you to write this book?
So what motivated me to write the book was to encourage my children into at least try to help them, to guide them into making them to be ready for the workplace. Because the workplace is not an easy place which one can just tackle. It's not like your schooling, it's not like your varsity. You meet different people. So I was trying to be as brief and as relevant as possible for them to know what to expect. Yes, they may find different things, things which I did not find, but at least this book was to guide them, to at least try to help them to cope with whatever they could meet at the workplace.
Yeah, this is quite interesting. And it's not often or easily that you find a book that prepares you for the workplace. Can you just give us, what is your background? What do you do? What workplace did you get into? And what workplace are you in now?
Okay, so I've been around different industries. I've done retail. I've been to private. But now I'm in the financial industries.
Okay.
So with all of that experience, tough as it was, hectic as it was, but fun at the end of the day. We meet different people who builds us as we move forward. Because with other challenges, they can make you to even leave the workplace, to want to start your own business. You know, the truth is that the government will say, we have 20% of people who are unemployed.
Yes.
But the underlying part is that maybe 5% of those 20% are people who don't want nothing to do with the workplace.
Who are unemployed by choice.
Who are unemployed by choice.
Okay,
and
interesting.
Pushed by the experiences which they face at the workplace.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Yes.
Who are despondent.
Who are despondent.
I get what you mean.
I've had that, I'm done with that, I'd rather try something for myself, honestly speaking. So people are leaving workplace, they're not leaving their jobs, but horrible experiences.
Work environment
just makes people want nothing to do with the workplace.
If I look at the pages of this book, it seems to come across to me not as a book that teaches, but as a book that motivates the people to be able to have the confidence to venture out there, not just to look for a job, but to acquire the job and keep the job. And what caught my attention, one of the things that caught my attention is a battle for recognition. How do you tell your child who is a matriculant, for instance, how do you prepare them to battle for recognition without necessarily seeing the next person in the workplace as a competitor to them?
You see, everything, like you say, that it starts from home. So this starts from your background at school.
Yeah.
So, for example, I would say to my daughter, what is important is that you make your mark. You become recognized. It doesn't matter. You will meet some of your other pupils who will bring home 7 distinctions. But as long as you have one, that one just makes you to be outstanding, because the rest of the other distinctions will not be distinct without your one.
Wow.
So it's the same mentality, the same methodology that you need to carry at the workplace, that I just need to make my own mark, because without me, then the rest of the team is not complete. So you don't compete with other people, but you make the whole group to be complete by you being there.
Oh wow, I love that. You know, yesterday on my status, I put up something that I think can be of use right now, and I said, work to have a title,
yes,
not to be entitled.
Oh yes, I saw that. I saw that. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
And what has caught my attention in chapter 6 here is, you mention here that you cannot miss the opportunity to mention your office friends.
Oh yes.
And you cannot miss the opportunity to mention them simply because they are important people in your life.
That's so
Can you
true.
elaborate to me, a
That's
new person in a workplace who is intimidated to make friends with people at work? How do they bring themselves to the point where they cannot miss the people at work? Because sometimes, remember, it's not about the people, it's also about us.
Yes, that's so true.
How do you work that through in this book?
You know, friendship is one of the fundamental things that we need to have in our lives, because most of the times we have common aspects, common goals, things that we share of interest with other people. Doesn't matter the race, the ethnicity, but there are things that brings us together.
That is so
and
true.
you need to find those people at the workplace. Yes, it's not easy at first. It will not be easy, especially when you are new in a place. It's the same thing like as you are in school. When you first start in a new school, you don't know who you are.
That's true.
But somebody else will find you. You will meet that person. But you need to remember who you are, and also identify what is common in other person or other people, which can make you to cling together, to motivate each other, so that you can survive this. Because there will be times when you are under pressure. There will be times when you are called forward for hearings. There will be times when you are not well, where you need to attend to things, your personal stuff. So you need to have somebody or people behind you who will continue to motivate you, and whom you yourself also will motivate. Yes.
I love that. I mean, basically saying that we don't live in a vacuum and we don't live for work.
Exactly.
You know, so when you make workplace relationship, people have found marriages.
Yes.
I remember in I think it's my 5th book, my most recent book that I've not released for a long time, but it's been ready for quite a while. I wrote there that parents make friendships in school environment, a book on parenting, in school environment. But what happens to the parent relationship is that the children become their employees in future, become their coaches in future, but also become their in-laws. So people also marry in the workplace, just like they marry in a school environment.
100%.
You know, your book is one of the books that I've read here in the store. I don't read books easily, and one of the reasons why I read this book is because I'm an employer of young people. You know, I'm young myself, you can tell, right? But I'm an employer of young people, and one of the things that the young people battle to grip is the workplace policy. They don't understand the role of the workplace policy. And what I found in your book is that you said the workplace policy is there to enhance the business, the business's reputation, and to embrace its values. I wish you can talk to young people about this. Someone listening to you now, how do you elaborate this further?
You know, every house got its own rules, and it is so sad. That's so fundamental, Victorine, because today young people, yes, they acquire great education.
Yes.
But acquiring that education, then they walk into the workplace with a degree. But then that degree, they taught you at school that it's just theory. Now you've come into a practical world.
Yes.
And just as immediately as you stepped in, the first thing that you need to know is your organizational culture. You need to know that, because the organizational culture is the business.
That is so
you need
true.
to understand that they will give you forms to sign. Read those forms.
Yeah.
Because those forms, it's the policy, business policy. It has everything. So don't just be excited that I'm working, I'm going to be earning a salary. There's pros and cons. Every house got rules. And put aside this thing. Education it's a key that gives you the opportunity to open the door. But when you open the door, you find that there's many other doors that's locked, and you need to have the keys for them. And these are the things that you need to know. First, organizational culture. Understand what is the organization, from the dress code to the time, working time. What is it that is expected from you, out of you, and what is it that you're expecting from the business?
I like your last sentence, because what was playing in my mind was a question for you to say, is it my role to learn about the organizational culture or the organization's role to teach me? That was my question, but you seem to have answered in the last slot. So now I'm dumbfounded, but this is a profoundly beautiful book.
Yes.
The last thing that I want you to talk about is the purpose. What is the purpose of a job? What is the purpose of a workplace? What is the purpose of, I don't know, this book, your book? What is my purpose to keep my job?
Yeah.
What is that?
Work is life. If you don't have work, you don't have life. Because to earn something, you need to work. Whatever type of work a person does, it's fundamental. It's important. It's profound. Like profound books. So even if I'll just go religiously, that when God created mankind, the first thing that he said to him or to them was that work and till the ground. So you don't work, you don't have money, you don't have anything to put in the table. You can be beautiful, you can be intelligent, but if you have no work. So the purpose of work is to be profound, is to build up. You must work to stand out. But you need to understand that for you to work, what are the requirements? How ready, how matured you need to become. Because employers out there, they are looking for maturity.
That is true.
You go to a primary school, high school, tertiary school, for you to be workplace readiness. So that's what they're looking for. You need to be so matured that whatever you're going to meet, you can be able to work it through and work with it for your own good.
I love you, and I love this book. I just hope that everybody is able to pick up a copy. It's just 150 rand. This is an investment. 180 rand, permit me. And it's an investment that will take you and your generation a lifetime, So I really advocate. Please tell us, apart from getting the book here at Profound Books, where else can somebody get your book? And congratulations for winning an award.
Thank you so much.
No wonder I love the book so much.
Thank you so much, Victorine. So the book is also available it's online. So if you go online, it's available on other bookstores. But I
you can name them.
Okay,
it's fine.
I forgot the names.
That's how it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. Just when you want to step out, your heel breaks.
Victorine.
But don't worry, if you remember, just go to Profound Bookstore page on Facebook and put it on.
You see the reason why I remember Profound? Because I'm always in touch with Victorine. So
if
when you're in touch with somebody else, you always know that I am with these people. So
Thank you.
That's all about
Thank you.
it.
Your book will
yes.
sell. It's a beautiful book, and I
Thank
encourage
you.
people to get it. You know,
Thank you so much.
yeah, birthday
yes.
gift, anniversary gift, workplace gift. You know,
Yes.
it's actually something that you can pick it up and give a new employee.
Yes.
Say, welcome to the company.
Yeah.
Here's your book, your
100%,
manual. You know,
yes,
and
yes.
it goes down differently because it's not written by anyone in your organization.
Yes.
So the person sees it as if you have their interest in mind. But
Yeah.
remember, you're having their interest and your organizational interest.
Ahead.
So you're winning it. You're taking two
Yes.
birds, you know.
Yes.
But thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate your patience. And
Okay.
thank you for listening. If you are an author and you would like to have a discussion with us on your book, please hit the button on Profound Books, send us a message, and we will take it from there. Otherwise, my numbers are there, King's numbers are there. You contact any of us. So thank you, Shereen. Please travel safely to the bar.
Okay, thank you so much, Victorine, for the
Okay,
time.
sure.
I wasn't expecting this, honestly speaking. Victorine. Why did you tell me? You know, I was just passing by to say that, no, let me just get a copy because I made a